All right, y'all. I had three crazy loads today. One for Curri, boom. One for Airspace, boom. One for my main shipper. Y'all know I love my main shipper. Boom. It was a crazy ride today. Stay tuned. Watch the show. Enjoy what's about to come.
I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading.
All right, I'm getting set up. I just got a call from Curri. First of all, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Just got a call from Curri. Not a call, but an app. You know how an app thing go. So I'm going to go to York and pick up something going to Gaithersburg. So I'll see y'all when I get there. I'm kind of rushing, so I'm sprinting through this. I'll see y'all when I get there. Alright, so I made it to York. I'm picking up something, like I said, from York to Gaithersburg, Maryland. Should be a pretty smooth pickup. Hope y'all had a pretty productive weekend. I didn't work yesterday. Yesterday was Monday, actually today Tuesday. I had an inspection down at one of my rental properties. I'm trying to get my gas and electric cut back on at one of my rental properties, and PG&E been giving me the time of my life. So I dealt with that all day yesterday, got a bunch of paperwork done, and all that type of stuff. So I'm here, I'm about to get loaded. Well, not loaded, I'm about to go get the information on what I need far as the load goes. So once I get loaded and get settled in, then I, give y'all the information, record everything, and then kind of get the day started. Hopefully it'll be a good day. Last week was actually turned out to be a pretty good week, so let's see how this week go. Pretty sure things should be cool. So let me run in here real quick, and I'll let y'all see how that turn out.
Okay.
All right, I'm finally loaded. That was a humdinger. Curri don't normally take too long. Every once in a while, I think I caught one a couple weeks ago. I think I told y'all about that. Took me a while, but that one took me a while to get unloaded. This one took me a while to get loaded. This might be my first experience with the getting loaded part. I know I've been here at least like 45 minutes. I'm guessing with that. If not, it could be a little bit longer. But I can't figure out like what time I actually pulled up. It's not telling me what time I actually pulled up. But I've been here at least 45 minutes. They had a problem getting the PO number. So they didn't have a PO number. And then when I called, the person responded to POC, they told me that, I got to put it wasn't put in right or something like that. He was in a meeting and all, and all this other stuff. So he ended up putting it in, getting it in there. And but strange thing, what I did learn, Curri ended up giving me a call. So that's unusual. So I hit the
I request the highest of fives.
Part where you can submit like a issue request.
Oh, okay.
And then they sent me like the dispatch number. It's like, okay, well, if I don't get resolved, contact this person. And I was able to get them on the phone. So that made it like a whole lot easier. Excuse me, because I know if y'all deal with Curri, y'all know it's impossible to get somebody on the phone. I guess Curri's starting to make some adjustments. Like I say, I've been saying like their numbers are getting a little bit better and their communication is getting a lot better. So I'm going to save this guy's number on my phone though. So if I have a problem, even though I'm on another job he don't got nothing to do with, he is in dispatch and maybe he can help me resolve it. Because it was a whole lot easier to have somebody on the phone than the back and forth emailing thing, because the POC they sent me, he didn't have the PO. He was in a meeting. He had to get the number and all that. But then the dispatch service for Curri, they was able to call the POC and call somebody else to speed the process up a whole lot faster. So it was pretty good having them on the line. So that made that pretty good. So I'm gonna get this dropped off. I gotta go like 90 miles to drop it off. I didn't think it was gonna be that long, but I did have to come to York to get it. So that's why I was making sense. It's Gaithersburg from where I'm originally at. It's probably only like 30 minutes or so. So I can see that I had to come up York to come get the load. That makes sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to the delivery location, get unloaded, and I think I'm going to a construction site because on the paperwork on the app, it requested that I had my PPE gear. That's why I ended up with this on because I don't want to forget when I get there. So I put this on and I put my boots on to remind me to put my PPE on. So I got my glasses on already. I work with my glasses. So I just got to throw my hard hat on when I arrive.
Damn!
But this will give me a reminder not to hop out the truck without my stuff on. So because they put a big deal about it inside the thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to the drop-off location, and yeah, I'll see y'all at the drop-off location. So I just got to the delivery location. Not quite sure where I'm going or who I'm meeting just yet. So I had to call the POC. It's the same POC that was at the pickup. So I don't know how this is going to be. And Airspace is hitting me with a load. So now I'm trying to rush to get this unloaded so I can go to the Airspace. I got to drive about an hour or so to get to the Airspace load. But the Airspace load is coming right to Baltimore. So I love that. So this round trip is going to be cool if I can get unloaded on time. But I only see one fork truck. And let me let y'all see what I see. So that's what I see. But I don't know if he working with the company that's supposed to be unloading me or not. But I guess I gotta wait for this guy to call me back and find out. Hopefully, it's the same people, so I can get unloaded real quick and get to the next load. So let me see what I gotta do.
You guys, I need help unloading the groceries.
So that's all done. I thought they was about to jerk me, I ain't gonna lie. So right now is they lunch break. Well, when I was pulling up, they was about to go to lunch. So he was like, give me a second, lunch. So I was like, no, I'll just sign the paperwork. So he signed the paperwork. Once he signed the paperwork, I was like, all right, cool, that's it. So I just gotta get the guy to unload me. Man, don't you know, by the time it was time to unload me, the guy get off the truck to go to lunch. I'm like, yo, what I supposed to say here to y'all lunch break over? But it was because it was like a little cart pulled up with like hot food or whatever. So I'm thinking they gonna get their food, sit there, wait, eat, and all that. I'm like, bruh, like y'all tripping, bruh. So but once he got his food off the truck though, he just hop back in the fork truck and scooped everything off the fork truck. I was about to wow, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I was about to wow. No way I'm sitting there the whole time. Like, while you eat your lunch, like you going too far. So anyway, I got unloaded. That was the Curri load, Airspace, but Airspace said they gonna be there by 12:45. I'm thinking about 12:45. So I'm gonna give them a call real quick to make sure it's okay for me to get there about 1. I'm gonna wait a few minutes though, just to give myself a little time, and then I can be there on time. So I'm unloaded with that load. I gotta wrap this up because I gotta speed up till I get to the Curri load. Then I give y'all more details on the haul, both of the loads once I'm finished with that. So I see y'all at the Curri pickup location. If they let me stay on the load, which they should, they always got a little room for flexibility. So I should be fine. So I see y'all on the Curri load. I mean the Airspace load. The Airspace load. Wah, wah, wah. Airspace order got canceled. I still was a little ways from there. But they said the customer ended up calling and canceling the order. So that got canceled. So I started heading back home and I picked up an order for Curri, not paying attention, just hitting the button so fast. Y'all know sometimes I tell y'all hit the fast button. So it ended up being a small box. Literally a small box. Not really worth it. It's only like, I think like $20 or something like that. It's not going that far, but it's still not worth it for $20, time-wise, I guess you could say. So I still gotta go deliver. I don't like canceling. I think I've only canceled for Curri maybe one time. I think it was one time I canceled with them, and I can't even remember. I really don't like canceling loads. It gotta be like a serious emergency for me to cancel a load. I just think that's kind of like unprofessional to do that. So I try not to do that. I'm not saying I have. Like I said, I don't think I've done it. One time I hit the button by accident. I think I was putting the phone in my pocket and it took an order, and I canceled that because I hit it by accident. But I don't think I've ever canceled outside of that. So I try not to do that. Just if I took it, then I eat it, whether I like the numbers or not. It's all good. It's not gonna take me that long to drop it off, but like I said, it's still kind of wasting my time because I could kind of like cipher for something that's on the load board. So I mean, I still got my office looking at the load board, but you know, if something needed picked up like right now, I can't go get it right now because I'm stuck doing this $20 load. So it's all good. Like I say, let me see how far. It's only like I think it was like 10 miles or something to drop it off. So it's not like the end of the world, but it's kind of a waste of time. So. And the guy was being funny when I went in there to go pick it up. He would say, "Is that gonna fit in your vehicle?" I'm trying to be funny. This big old Sprinter van with a small box.
Oh, that's nice.
So it's all good though. I'm gonna go drop this off and get back to the load board. So I see y'all on the next load. I'm mad about the Airspace canceling, man. That was pretty much like my number for the day between the first Curri, and then the Airspace. That would have been my number for the day, and it still would have been early. It would have been like 2:30, 3 o'clock by the time I would have been finished. So, but we never know how things work out. Maybe it canceled for a reason. So I'll see y'all once I drop this off. So they finally came out and got me. I had to call 2 POCs. One POC said he was in a meeting. Then he called another POC. Then that POC had to call somebody else. So I'm at like an Amazon building, and getting in here, I've been here one time before, but I was like delivering for the load board. But I was in like down in Virginia somewhere, and I know how hard it is to get in that facility. So he finally got somebody to come meet me at the front to come out, because he wanted me to go through like the trucking entrance and all that stuff. And I'm like, nah, bro, you gotta go do a lot to get in that truck entrance. I got a small box. Come send somebody to the front. So he ended up sending somebody to the front to come get the box. So I got that unloaded. And then my main shipper called me while I was doing that, picking up in Sterling, Virginia, going to some part of West Virginia. But just so happened, Airspace hit me with something picking up in Maryland, going to Sterling, Virginia. So I'm going to go grab the Airspace load, take that to Sterling, Virginia, and then go see my main shipper so I can go to West Virginia after that. So it's about to be a long route. But I think I'm going to go home for the night. Once I get loaded, I think I'm going to go home. But I'm going to figure that out as I go. So I keep y'all posted. I'm on my way to pick up something for Airspace. Then I'm going to go to my main shipper after that. So I made it to the Airspace pickup.
5 minutes later.
Yeah, the Airspace pickup. So that's one of them race against time days, y'all. So I'm gonna be speeding quick. These race against time days be crazy. So let me hurry up, get loaded. And they sent me some paper I gotta print out. So now I'm gonna have to either go home to try to print out or use my mobile printer. But my mobile printer, so that paper's so thin, I think I'm gonna get it printed out. Oh, okay. All right. Hey, babe. Yeah, I guess somewhere along that line, I'm about to come up this building right now. Give me, just come that way like you're going to Michael's. Hopefully I meet you by Michael's. Michael's is fine that way you ain't just kind of rambling, figuring out where I'm going in. I'll meet you at Michael's. All right. I had to turn back around real quick. I always mess up and don't move the camera at the right place at the right time. But they came chasing out after me because she didn't get me to sign the paperwork that I picked the stuff up for Airspace. So she came running out after me. So I had to meet her to go to get the paperwork signed. So she kind of came back out, man. Really nice. Very, very, very nice. She had me help me carry one of the boxes out. So I like I say, it was super rush. I had to get the paperwork printed. She even offered to print the paperwork for me, but it seemed like all of it wasn't printed, so I didn't want to take a chance and not have it all. So I got my wife to like print it out for me, and that way I can meet her, grab it, and keep going. Because I do have my printer, but like I say, my printer, that paper is like very thin, and I got some new paper that's thicker. I just haven't had a chance to use it, and like I say, I'd rather use it when I'm printing like 1 or 2 sheets out. But it's like a lot of sheets, so I'd rather just get the right one that's like thicker. So I'm gonna go drop that off, meet my wife, get the paperwork, then go ahead and drop it off. And then it's just one of them days I can't keep up. Forgive me for being fumbly all over the place, but I'm trying to keep up with the orders, where they going. My mind is all over the place because I still gotta decide if I'm gonna stay at a hotel tonight, or I'm gonna get the load from my main shipper, come back home, and then drive to West Virginia. So that I don't know what I'm gonna do. Decide what I'm gonna do as I'm driving. So I'll let you guys know what I decide to do. To my hotel. Pardon me for eating. I'm starving. I ain't gonna be here long. I'm starving and I'm tired. But I made it safely. This is the only part of, not only, but one of the things being on the road, it's very difficult to stay healthy, eating right and stuff like that. 'Cause you gotta eat. So I had to stop at like Harsh and stuff.
Oh my God! Wow!
Stop at Hardee's to get something to eat. I don't even eat Hardee's food. I didn't want McDonald's, so I had to go back an exit or so to go get it. So I made it to the hotel. I'm gonna eat, take a shower, get up about 6, 7. I think about an hour and a half from the drop off. I guess it's a drop off, so I see y'all in the morning when I'm well rested. Glad I did though, because I would have been exhausted leaving in the middle of the night. So I'll be well rested in the morning. So I see y'all in the morning time.
So, how was lunch?
So it was a wild one. So I ended up with, I guess technically you could say 4 loads. So the first load I started with was Curri load. So Curri had a load going 92 miles. It paid $161.47 for 92 miles. Then I had another Curri load that was very small. That was in a car. Should have been in the car. It was a small box, about yay big, for $16.88, which is total $178.35. That one was going 10 miles. The second load I had was an Airspace load, but I didn't make it to that load because on my way to that load, they canceled. And I was like, damn, I can't believe they canceled my load. But ended up working out because they canceled that load. My main shipper called me, had a load going to West Virginia, which was 408 miles. For that 408 miles, it was, well, I had to get to my shipper, so I really think it was like 300 and something, because I'm mapping it back to my house. Back to my house is 408. So I think it was like 356 or something like that, if I can remember what it was when I left the shipper yesterday. So from there, I ended up getting that load. But before that, once my shipper called, Airspace just happened to hit me and said they had something going 2 blocks from my shipper to Dulles Airport. So I took that for Airspace going to Dulles Airport. That one was going 74 miles. So that was $124 for the load, $15 for printing the paper because I had to print some paper because it was going to the airport, and then $11.56 for the wait time. So that gave me a total of $150.41. I went around the corner, got my shipper's load for the $650. So total $178.35, $150.41, $650, which is a total of $978.76 for the day. So pretty good day. 3 loads, but 4 loads. 1 got canceled. So right now I'm in West Virginia. I'm about to wrap up here. I just got unloaded, as y'all saw. I am gonna turn the load board on. My office is off today, so I'm gonna be a struggle trying to find something on the load board. But I really want something on the load board going back home. That would make this trip like through the roof. Y'all always know I try to get something going back home if I'm a distance. This is a distance. West Virginia can be a little slow. It is one of them places that is a little slow. So, but stuff do come out of here. I don't want to make it like stuff doesn't come out of West Virginia. So I would hopefully be able to find something coming out of here. So if I find something, boom, y'all know I'm gonna turn the camera back on. If I don't find nothing, then I'll see y'all when I get back closer to my house, which is gonna be this afternoon sometime. So I don't even know if I'm gonna be back on today or not if I don't find anything. So hopefully I do though. Keep y'all fingers crossed for me. So if not, I'll see y'all on the next episode. Like, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. Do that for me though. Hit that button for me. I definitely would appreciate it. And I'll see y'all on the next episode of the New Wave TV.